Well, originally I didn't think it was possible. I couldn't see, so I was talking with my mom, talking about things I'd never be able to do, which was drive a car and fly a plane. And literally 1 week later, we found out through the Foundation for Blind Children they would be hosting an event this year called Flight for Sight, which is where they would choose one blind person to pilot a plane from Phoenix, Arizona to Washington, D.C. And I turned to my mom and I told her I had to do that so I could prove to myself and to everybody else that nothing's impossible. I'd never been in a plane before, any kind of plane. So for people that were interested in this, they scheduled a first flight day, which is where they took all the people that were interested in applying for this position up in a small plane just to get the experience and to see what it would be like. And I fell in love from the very first moment. I remember going up and there aren't words to describe how amazing it was. Sure, I couldn't see all of the details, but I could feel everything that was going on, and it was the most amazing experience of my life. I've been training for the past 8 months in both ground school and in-flight training. I had ground school 2 to 3 times a week, and then I had in-flight training every other week for the past 8 months, which I believe totaled up to over 20 hours of training, it's been intense, but it's been so very worth it. Leading up to all the training, we had to make a few adaptations to what normal sighted people would use just so I could have access to it. So for the ground school books, I'd have access to the PDF version, which my screen readers would read back to me, while I also had it embossed in Braille. That way, if I just wanted to be able to read it myself. And then I had a poster of the inside of the cockpit. So while most people would just be able to look at it, I had to sit with one of my instructors and braille out what each individual item on the cockpit was. And same for up in the air, learning how to turn the plane on timed and correct turns. That took a little bit, just learning how fast I needed to count, when I needed to start and stop counting, just to make sure I was going in the right direction every time. And that's what I have my co-pilot Tyler for. He reads everything that I can't read. So while I can see some, I can identify colors, but that's about it. So anything that pops up on the PFD and the screens inside and the dials, he reads back to me so I know what's going on. Oh, it doesn't matter. Maybe you can't see and it'll take a little bit longer to train. You have to work twice as hard, but anything is possible. This proves that the only limits that we have are the ones we've given ourselves.